This is a tarot message for you today. What do you need to know? It is timeless, but it's relevant from the moment you come into contact with it, which is today as you're watching it. Welcome back to Hope Tarot Daily. My name is Angie. I'm a tarot card reader from England. This tarot reading is between you, the universe, and your intuition. It's completely up to you if you claim it or not. So let's see what messages you have today. This is a collective reading. The more you watch, the more messages you get. The more intense the messages are on my channel, apparently, according to the emails that I get. If you're brand new here, there's been a reason that you've been brought here today. Hopefully you watch a few, connect with your intuition and work out what that was. You will just know. But welcome. I'm going to start with the Moonology Oracle deck. I'm going to split the deck into four elements, 4 seasons. Most importantly, for angels, offering us a circle of protection, so we can give and receive all of these messages with an open heart and an open mind. What do you need to know? It's time to take action. New moon in Aries. Okay, so what do you need to take action on, or what is it? I'm going to pull some charms and little note messages. My little messages are written during a full moon, in the dark, in the garden. They're channeled. My handwriting's a mess. My spelling is sometimes all over the place. But just bear in mind, I'm channeling these messages. I'm not typing them up on a computer. I'm not creating them from anywhere. I'm channeling them. And as they come, you know. Not every spirit out there knows how to spell. That's my excuse anyway. I'm going to, within a circle of protection, what do you need to know today? What message is here? Okay, let's have a look. None of the charms came out. Let's see, what action do you need to take? Follow the path in front of you. Follow the path in front of you. There we go. Follow the path. Follow the yellow brick road. That's what Dorothy done. That used to be my favourite film when I was a kid. Let me know in the comments what your favourite film as a kid was. I had 2. Wizard of Oz, watched it a million times. Mary Poppins, watched it a million times. I listened to our music. That special playlist that reminds you of a certain someone. They still listen to the music. It's time to take action. If you want to support the channel, put a like on a reading. You will find true love. You will find true love. Absolutely you will. I'm going to do a Celtic cross for you. If you want to support the channel, put a like on reading. It really does help get the algorithm going. Okay, maybe there's something good going on over here. Subscribe, turn your notifications on. All of the things. It really does help out, and it doesn't cost you a penny. I don't have the membership switched on. I don't have Patreon. I just like you to help me out for free, and I like uploading these for you to access for free. Not everything has to involve money, does it? If you would like a private reading, I do a one-to-one service, which is paid service, but it's if you connect with your intuition enough, there's so many messages here waiting for you that your guides have banked here for you to find at the right time. I'm going to split the deck into four elements, 4 seasons. Most importantly, for angels, offering us a circle of protection. What action do you need to take? The 3 of Swords. So, follow the path in front of you. You will find true love. And there's someone around you that still listens to the music that you share together. If you've been listening to their music a lot lately, put their playlist on mute. Don't listen to it for a while. It feels like maybe you're getting over a pain that someone's caused, and it's made you doubt whether true love's real. We can have true love with quite a few people through our lifetime, I believe. We either seem to have one key amazing relationship for many, many years, or we have different relationships at different stages in our life, and that's perfectly natural and normal. And it's okay for those people, all of them, to be your twin flame, your soulmate, your true love. We just evolve, you know. Some people are really lucky and they meet the right person quite early on, and that's who they're with. Other people, it's a journey for us, isn't it? So when a relationship comes to the end, it's really important to heal from it, hold on to the good from it, but also allow yourself to cut the energy off so that you can move forward from it and be open to true love again. Because love's always out there, always out there. One of my aunties has been married like 5 times, and every time was true love, apparently. She's great. But we've got the Chariot. It's time to take action. It's time to take charge of your broken heart. It's time to take charge of what you need to heal from. It's time to take control of your happiness. Don't bag your happiness up and leave it on somebody else's doorstep, because they're not going to cherish it in the same way that you should. Your happiness comes from within you. You do what you have to do every day to control your own happiness. And then it doesn't matter who's in your life, because you're already happy. Anyone else that comes into your life at that point is a bonus. They're just adding that little bit of extra, a little bit of spice, a little bit of laughter, the fun, the sharing of problems. But because you're already happy, you're only going to let the right kind of people in. So keep that bared in mind. That doesn't even make sense. Bear that in mind. Keep that in your head. That's what I was meant to say. Yeah, the Knight of Wands, all about taking action. And an Aries as well. Bit of a soapbox Monday. Yeah, the Knight of Wands, take action. It's time for you to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, stop playing their songs, cut the energy, stop looking at their photos, stop being tempted to message them, because every time you message them, you're opening up that broken heart again. You're putting the control back at their door again. And the thing that's just come into my head, if you're a long time viewer, you've heard this before. If you've got a tennis ball and you throw it at the person that you want to throw it back to you, you're not going to throw a million tennis balls. You're going to throw that one tennis ball, and if they don't throw it back, maybe you'll throw another couple. But remember that tennis ball's going in their garden. They see it every day. If they're choosing not to pick it up and throw it back, if they're choosing not to have that communication, if they're refusing to not take part, find someone who does, or pit it against a wall and have a game on your own, you know, or one of those swing ball things. Don't give them all your tennis balls. Then don't go to the warehouse and buy even more and give them even more, because all the house is going to end up is underneath this weight of tennis balls, and you won't be getting anything back. You'll be heartbroken, and every time you throw that ball, you're waiting for it to come back. Every time you send that message, you're waiting for them to read it. You're waiting for a response. When there isn't a response, it opens up all the wounds. Then it opens up all of your doubts. And then it opens up all of your thinking of no one's ever going to love you. When you really want to message this person, I've said this before and I will say it always. When you're feeling like you want to message this person, message your friend, message your parent, message a family member, message someone in your life who you know will be happy to see a message from you and who will message back, because then you're getting something from that and you're learning to disconnect from the person that's causing you this hurt and upset. But you have to take accountability for your actions. Every time you throw them a tennis ball, you're giving them that power to not throw it back. If they really want to play with you, they're going to be throwing something over to get your attention. Don't keep trying to get attention off someone that's not looking your way. You know, we feel better when we feel we're on somebody's radar, not like we're ghosted and all sorts. So it's time to take action. Yeah, the Ten of Cups. Opening up a path to true love, opening up a path to recognising what a true relationship is. If someone puts you on silent, if someone puts you on red, if someone ghosts you, that's not a relationship. That's someone disregarding your feelings. That's someone that sometimes just doesn't feel it. We've had people in our life who've mad fancied us and we've just not felt it. We're just like, no, I'm not interested. If they're not interested, they're not interested. If the connection or the relationship has evolved and you've outgrown each other, that's just what happens sometimes, and it sucks. It really sucks, and it's really painful. But we pick ourselves up eventually and we dust ourselves off and we start putting our energy into positive things that we know we're going to get something back, and being open to that. It feels like you've got friends and family around you that when they see your name on their phone, they smile because they're glad to hear from you. Remember that you're surrounded by love, and you should have love within yourself for yourself. You don't need anyone to validate you. It is a soapbox Monday. I'm sorry. The Hermit, the disconnect from this person that's caused you pain. I think you've given them enough time to figure out, are they coming back or not? It's time to take action. The only person that you can control in your life is you. Control your actions. Do things that bring positive things into your life, not things that are just going to open up voids and confusion and stuff. Go cold turkey on their music, on their photos. Don't delete them or anything, but have a bit of willpower. When you feel sorry for yourself, distract yourself. So, moving forward, the High Priestess. That's lovely. So nice. Your intuition, your deep sense of knowing what is right for you. Whether you know it now, there's that little voice inside you that's saying, yeah, that person's in the past. I deserve better. I deserve a better connection. There's something better for me out there. The High Priestess is on a bit of a pedestal, but she's full of wisdom, full of intuition, a deep sense of knowing that she's going in the right direction. She doesn't chase anyone. She's busy doing her own thing. There's so much knowledge in this world that she just wants to learn. And she's happy to let go of people that are not meant to be in her life. If they're not showing up, she ain't giving them all of her tennis balls, that's for sure. She'd rather give her tennis balls to people who, even if it's her best friend, like throw the ball, have a laugh, let your hair down, take the weight off the shoulders. Message people that you know are going to message back to you. And reply to the people who've messaged you that you haven't replied to. I guarantee there's someone in your phone. Who are your friends or family who you haven't replied to? Do that. Because that's a human to human connection. And that shows you that there's people in this world that want to talk to you, that wants to spend time with you. So the secret underlying question is the Queen of Pentacles. Are you going to be making the right choices for yourself? Yeah, you are. Follow the path that's in front of you. It's time to take action. You know that it is. You will find true love. You will find true love. But you have a certain amount of resources. You have a certain amount of energy. You have a certain amount of hours in the day. What are you doing with that time? Because when you throw that tennis ball at someone who's not going to send it back, you're wasting hours of your day, hours of your week, hours of your month, waiting, checking your phone. Every time your phone does something, you're looking at it, your heart race is going, you're like, is it them, is it them? No, it's not. And then you're sinking and you're on this emotional roller coaster, all because you threw the tennis ball at them. If you hadn't thrown the tennis ball, you wouldn't be going through that. If someone wants to leave your life, let them go, because they're not worth it. They're really not worth it. If someone can't see how amazing you are, it's not worth it. If they're just not feeling it, what's the point of chasing someone that's just not feeling it? It's okay for someone to go, do you know what? This isn't the relationship for me. And it's okay for us to let them go and respect that. It hurts. We have to deal with the pain and we have to be brave and we have to open up again. But you're in control of your happiness. So, the Knight of Swords, lots of knights, lots of action being taken here. You're going to get a sense of, I now know where I'm going. I now know what I'm doing. May not be right now, but maybe when you go to sleep later, or as the week goes on, you're going to get this sense of, do you know what, it's time for me to move in the right direction, and it's having that fire in your belly, and it's having that determination to get to where you want to go. Yeah, it just feels really positive. It's having that moment of clarity, I think. That moment of, okay, yeah, I get it. Fair enough. And it's hard. It's really hard. Really hard. Breakups are always hard. Extremely. And there's people who you will have in your lifetime. I mean, I'm in my mid-40s. There's people that you will have intense relationships with that just doesn't work out. And years will go by, and you'll still dream of them every now and again, and you'll still think of them. And you just have to learn how to cherish. Do you know what? That point in my life was amazing. I was so lucky to have that person in my life at that point. But we're also both lucky that we let each other go and we didn't destroy each other, so that we could both move on and do other things and have love again and happiness again. So, the Page of Wands, you being loyal to you. Good news coming in. Again, it's throwing your tennis balls at the people you know are going to bring it back. If you've got a dog, throw it for the dog, because they're definitely going to bring it back. If you've got a cat, they're probably not going to. They're going to make you go get it. They're just going to look at you like, what are you doing? I am not a dog. But, you know, I feel really positive for you. I'm sat here smiling, I am, because I think there's something over the next few days that you're just going to feel like a weight has been lifted. Maybe recognising a pattern of behaviour. And once you start feeling in control, you'll feel a lot better. Yeah. Yeah, it's just nice. The Five of Pentacles, it's hard to walk away from things. The Five of Pentacles is all about walking away. And that moment of, oh, I don't want to walk away, but if I walk away now, there's something better for me out there. If I stay right here, it's just going to get worse. If I give them all my tennis balls, I've got no tennis balls for anybody else. And if you're just thinking, I don't know what you're talking about tennis balls for, this probably isn't your message. If you're nodding along, this is very much your message. It's hard to make changes in life. When we change jobs, when we change relationships, when we change friendships, it's that moment of feeling that feeling of loss, that feeling of disappointment, that feeling of fear of, what if that was all I'm ever going to have? What if there's nothing ever better on the horizon? And it's that period of time of one foot in front of the other slowly. And then you'll suddenly realise how far you've come, because you've been chipping away. So, I think that's the soapbook message for today. I'm going to pull a card from my oracle cards. These are a mixture of the Fairy Oracle deck and I think it's the Lightworker deck. I might be wrong. They were both the same size and they just fit nice together. I haven't had them out in ages. I actually sat down to start reading today and realised I didn't have any decks on my desk. It's like, okay, maybe we need to get organised. It's time for you to be loyal to yourself. It's time for you to take action and control. And it's time for you to walk away from the things that don't benefit you and walk towards the things that do. I think my daughter's just put her hairdryer on or something. So, yeah. Tree Wisdom is from the Fairy Oracle. The tree druid will help you navigate through your current situation. Her flute can reveal insights and answers through the sounds it makes. So if you've been listening to a playlist with all their music on, I want you to create a playlist that makes you feel free and independent and happy and strong and powerful. One that's just for you, to remind you that you will get through this. It's like your anthem of, I'm going to feel better. The ones that make you want to dance around the kitchen, the ones that make you want to sing, the ones that just make you feel like, yeah, do you know what, I'm doing all right. Create that playlist. Let go of their playlist. That's the message that's here today. So I'm going to wrap you in a massive bubble of protection so your angels take you on your way. If you've made it to this point, you really are part of the secret Purple Heart gang. Hardly any of you make it to the end of the reading, although slightly more people are now, which is just amazing. So to let me know that you've got to the end of the reading, today's affirmation is, I'm taking control of my happiness. I am taking control of my own happiness. Put it in the comments. I will know that you got to this point. If you're a daily watcher, hello. Good morning. It's Monday. I feel really hyper today. I feel tired, but hyper is an ADHD thing. I don't know what's going on. But this morning I went downstairs, sorting out my breakfast, sorting out the kitchen. And Rosie went out into the patio. And in between, Rosie's my little tuxedo cat, if you're new here. She's 11. She's a total diva. She gets everything she wants and more, but she's a right little sassy little character. Anyway, I turned around to look, and she was laying on the cold, wet, muddy patio because there's a weed growing up in one of the cracks, and it's something that she loves. She was licking it, she was rolling on it, she was rubbing her cheek all over it. I just looked at her and thought, oh my God, you're such a mess. You're such a mess. Whatever it is, I don't know what it is. It must be something like catnip. I was trying to have a look to see what it is. Then I was thinking, well, maybe I should try and grow it. And I'm like, even if I try and grow it, that's never going to grow with how much she's licking that and rubbing herself all over it. So she's happy today. I hope whatever you do this week, you do good things for you. Check up on someone who you haven't contacted for a while. They will be very happy to hear from you. I'm going to wrap you in a massive bubble of protection, and I will see you tomorrow.